light, coming live from the Lamb of Allah on Mount Zion, the city of peace. Rabboni Sayyid Isa al-Hadi al-Mahdi. He is the only being who is preparing us, the seed of Abraham. Refer to Genesis chapter 15 verse 13. Nubians of the world for the return of the Messiah. Proverbs 16 verse 32. He that refuseth instructions despiseth his own soul, but he that heareth reproof getteth understanding. So, whether you are a Christian, Jew, or Mohammedan, have a seat, relax, and grab a pen and some paper, and open your scriptures and listen to the earth-shocking truths taught by Rabboni Sayyid Isa al-Hadi al-Mahdi as he brings us back to the true way of life, the religion of Abraham. Al-Quran, chapter 2, verse 130 in part. And as for him who turned away, rejecting the law from the religion of Abraham, he makes a fool of himself. You are now listening to The True Light with Sayyid Isa al-Hadi al-Mahdi.
In our custom, when Ibrahim, at the age of 99, circumcised himself as a covenant with the Most High, he also circumcised his son Ismail. And he was age 13. So it became a symbol of manhood. And not only can you find this in the Hebraic culture and the Islamic culture, but you'll find it all throughout Africa and other cultures. When a boy reaches 13, he becomes a man, and he must go through certain rituals. Circumcision being one of them. Certain countries, they wait till the boy is 13 to circumcise. They got the 8th day for Isaac, and then 13 for Ishmael. 13 gifts Ishmael for Jesus. When a boy reaches 13 years old, he becomes the head of the house. Thus he becomes a bar. And then the word here, mitzvah, which is mim, he, wab, and he, which they say wab is always a V, like they did with the name Jehovah, as opposed to Yahweh. They added a German V in there, as opposed to the written word wow or wow. We recognize that as mean, correct? Yes. Wa, and hef. Okay, that would be in Arabic. Okay? Mitzvah. Now, you won't find it written like this because this is it. You won't find the word Barmitzwah written in your Islamic dictionary because that is the word, Barmitzwah. It's one of those things that just stopped being used when the so-called desert Arabs did no longer want to identify with Abraham's religion, but wanted to fabricate their own. So they dropped it the way they dropped kosher. They just took and put halal there and took out the word kosher as if it never existed. And after a couple of centuries, it don't exist. Just like, what's up? What's up used to be a very common cliche amongst American Negroes years ago. Now they say something different. So what's up? What's happening? Then fades out. It's no longer in our vernacular. You follow that? Different reasons. One is somebody trying to hide something, and the other is someone just calls themselves catching up with the time. I've never seen nobody catch time yet. But the word here, mitzvah, means commandment, or Messiah means the commandment. The key point being that when a young boy reaches the age of 13 and 1 day, he is now responsible to keep the law. You follow that? He no longer can say, talk to my father. When he reaches the age of 13 and 1 day, he is now eligible to lead prayer, congregational prayer, to give khutbahs, lectures over the congregation on Friday, to be called as a reader on the Sabbath. He's now become a minyan. You remember what a minyan was? One of the 10 hosts that witnessed all the events of Israel, symbolic of course, the 10 selected commandments of Exodus 20. So he becomes a man, all intents and purposes. In certain cultures, like in the Hebrews in Morocco, he has to have an address with a house, or a tent, or a villa that's his. That's all part of the gift that comes with his manhood. As time has passed, children have regressed because the devil has made them extend their childhood. You follow that? Well, the reason why he made them extend their childhood in America is to fit into his Barmitzwah. Right. And they get their Barmitzwah in America when they're 18 years old. They get a sweet 16th party and are coming out at 18.
That's what they gave them.
And the 18 is symbolized by the 3 6s. Right. And the 3 6s means that now she can become a harlot. Now she can live like the harlot of the book of Revelation chapter 1. 13. Where you get the mark of the beast. You fall under the covenant of the beast, becomes a harlot. Okay?
True, right now.
So, as you see, there is Barmitzwah, which means son of the covenant. Ibn Wasiya, son of the covenant. The male child goes into manhood. Another thing he does, because there are 3, you see the letter Sheen again, Shadid, or Shadid. Another thing he does is he learns how to don and practice the wearing of the tiflin. The word tiflin or tifla means prayer. Don't mix salah up with tiflin. Salah is worship. Dua is oration as done in worship. And tiflin means prayer. So now we have the tiflin. The tiflin is 2 Kaabas, or Kaabatan, if you want to Kaabatan. 2 Kaabas. 2 square boxes, as you can see in the 360 book on page 4, where I show you the Kaaba in Mecca and the Kaaba in Jerusalem. One is called Beit al-Haram, and the other is called Beit al-Muqaddas.